scared to even go for another author visit or go even to the dentist because I was scared. It had never happened to me in my life, and I wanted to give readers the tools to get through any of those scared, fearful times.
Hi everyone, Elle Ballard is here today on our podcast interview with amazing Alison. Hi Alison, welcome.
Hi, thank you for having me on.
I'm so excited and just congratulations on everything. But before we jump on, I want to introduce you properly here. So, Alison Foti-Bourque, I hope I'm saying it right, is an award-winning author. Began her career as a teacher after graduating from University of Louisiana, Lafayette, with a degree in elementary education. She earned a Juris Doctor law degree from the Southern University Law Center in 2007. After practicing law for nearly 8 years, it was time to write children's books in addition to trial briefs. Alison has 7 books published traditionally in the Alley Cat series, but also has experience in self and hybrid publishing. Her books featuring Alley Cat have been recipients of the NYC Big Book Award, the Month's Choice Awards, the Next Generation Indie Book Awards, have been featured in Kirkus Reviews and Publishers Weekly, have appeared in the Oscar Celebrity Swag Bag and the Grammy Awards Gift Bag. Alley Cat and the Friendship Friday was also read by Duchess of York, Sarah Ferguson. Alison enjoys helping as authors market their books and has co-founded Expound Publicity, marketing firm specific to authors. Find Alison and Alley Cat online at www.alleycatseries.com. Check out her newest release and her Sunday Scaries. I love it. Congratulations. Congratulations. How
Thank
exciting. All
you.
of that. It's so amazing. And as I'm reading it, it brings me a smile and I'm celebrating with you. And how cool is that? I think you're the first children's books authors that I'm interviewing. So it's so exciting.
Oh, what an honor. That's an honor. Yes, it's exciting being a children's book author. It's very different from practicing law. But children are they're always so genuine and they're impressionable. And I feel like they're the future, of our world. And we have to give them resources and tools to be able to problem solve and learn lessons. And I think books are a perfect way to do that.
Yeah, I agree. That's awesome. As you're speaking, my granddaughter comes to mind, and she's just such an angel. And every time I talk to her, she doesn't talk yet. She's only 7 months. But yeah, I so agree. How did the whole children book series idea come? Why children books?
So I was practicing law for about 8 years, and I had 2 young kids at the time. They were 4 and 6, and I wanted to spend some more time with them. I wanted to be, that's such a crucial age for children. And so I was missing them. I wanted to take a temporary retirement from practicing law, and I did that. And while I was doing that, we developed so many different great routines, like reading at night. And so I was reading them books from our bookshelf. We read every single one, and they asked me to buy more books. And I think I was trying to get them just to go to bed. So I said, "Oh, it's fine. We don't need to buy more books. I'll just write you one." And so I just kind of, said that, and they lit up. They jumped for joy and believed in me. And they said, "Yes, definitely, Mom, you have to do that." And
I
so
love it.
so then I felt, okay, well, I have to do this for them. And I've always liked to write. I used to write poetry in grade school, and then I had to write trial briefs for practicing law. And I figured, oh, I can try to do this. And so I went downstairs after putting them to bed, and I started writing a story based on their days at school. And so one day, they had a dessert day, and they have a milk protein allergy. And so the school at the time where they went only served ice cream, and they couldn't participate. And so they felt really left out. And I wrote this story, the first book, it's Alley Cat and the Thursday Dessert Day, to give people tools to create their own happiness. And so create their own dessert, whatever, that happiness is. And so I wrote the book and the manuscript that night. It was very unpolished, unedited, and I ended up reading it to them for bedtime the next night, and they loved it. They thought it was wonderful. And I think because they believed in me, that I believed in myself. And 8 years later now, I have 7 books published and 2 more on the way. And yeah, it's been a ride.
Wow. Wow. What a beautiful story.
Mhm.
I love that. And I love the fact that it's so connected to your life and it's a, it's true life experience and stories that you actually um put in the book from the real life and your kids can relate to it. And it's their own mom who is writing. How cool is that?
Yeah.
Love it. I love it. I love it. So what is the ages for the books?
So it's good for ages 3 to 8. I
Okay.
do have some 10 and 11-year-olds who still love the Alley Cat series because they've been following it since they were 3 and 4, and they still learn life lessons from it. And I even have moms who are pregnant reading the Alley Cat series, to their unborn baby,
Ah.
just to give them a sense of their voice and, of course, problem solving skills.
Yeah, that's a wonderful idea. That's a wonderful idea. And I, yeah, the voice recognition is so cool. So awesome. I was talking to my granddaughter when she was in her mom's belly. And then I literally felt the connection and saw her reaction to my voice when she was born. It's so amazing. So what a great idea to read books um, while pregnant. I love that. Congratulations again on all of these awards that you've got. And I wanna read those stories now.
I'll send you the collection. Mhm.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Definitely for my granddaughter growing up. Being a mom in business and you left law, but you are writing books and now building another business, helping authors. I know there are so many lessons in that journey, and not only being a business owner, but also being a mom, also being a published author and all of that. What would be some of the biggest lessons, and maybe one big one that you would want to share with our audience?
So I think the biggest lesson I've learned is to balance your life as a mom. It's so important. As moms, we feel like we have to do it all and we want to help. It's in our nature. I learned about a year ago that you really can't take on everything and you can't say yes to everything. So you have to prioritize your family first, and then your work, and of course your friends and everything like that. But I was running myself way too thin. I was saying yes to everything about a year ago. I was hosting a news segment online, helping authors get their books out there. My business partner, Lori Erlinsky, and I own Expound Publicity. So we help authors market their books. My kids are busy. My husband's busy. Everything's busy. And I ended up um, just having like a health scare over it. I would have, severe vertigo, um, low blood sugar, really fast heart rate, and I never gave myself grace. I never gave myself a break. As women, we tend to do that. We tend to over schedule, overcommit. We want to please everyone, and you just can't, because you will suffer. And so now I prioritize. I eat right. I eat a healthy breakfast. It's not a snack bar on the go, to my next meeting. Um, I exercise. I take walks. And I realize that if something doesn't get done today, there's still tomorrow. And the friends that want, to go have lunch or coffee and, go do a girls' night, you can make time for that. And if you're busy at the moment, those true friends will understand, and, they'll welcome the time whenever you are having, a moment where you can kind of put everything else aside and be present.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you for that reminder. It
Mhm.
is so simple, but it's so profound and so needed, especially in the business of today's world. And this information overload and everything. I actually just talked about the work life, also for women. And I love, 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 to be able and to be willing to say no
Mhm.
because we cannot be physically everywhere present and as much as we want to help. And I had to learn that for myself as well. If I want to move forward, I need to say more no's.
Yeah,
Thank
yeah.
you for reminding about that. Thank you for sharing that. I love that. We are on Empowered Global Women podcast, and we all are women of the world. And what does it mean for you to be a woman of the world?
It means a lot, like we were talking about, is realizing that we can do all these things, because as women we can do it all. And but we still need to give ourselves grace, and we need to support each other. We need to support fellow business women in our communities, and even across the world, any way we can. It's so wonderful to be a woman in business. I remember being 8 months pregnant in a trial and I'm 8 months pregnant with my son, and um, these male attorneys are staring at me. I can see that they're kind of smirking because I'm waddling in, about to, have a baby soon. And I went in there, and despite they're, what they're snickering at me, I just went in, I did my job, maintained professionalism, won that motion, and walked out of there, and then had a baby a few weeks later. And, you know, it was tough. I mean,
Yeah,
it was tough. And that's why we have to give ourselves grace, because you can feel those things. You can feel inferior. But as long as we keep our eyes forward and, on the prize and on our self-worth, we can, hold our heads up high and win those challenges.
yeah. Thank you for saying that one word, self-worth.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
reminding ourselves. Yes. And it's so interesting, no matter how where we are and how much we have achieved, right? It's so interesting how that just keeps coming up always. Awesome. I love it. I love it. Okay, so I want to go back to your books, and I want to talk about your next book that's coming up. Please share with us the name, where our readers and listeners can find out and can buy.
Yeah, so I recently released Alley Cat and the Sunday Scaries. This book was inspired by that moment in my life where I was overcommitted, overworked, said, yes to everything. And then I started having physical, health problems of, vertigo and fast heart rate. And I knew that if I was overdoing it and having these issues, I'm sure children too are on the go, running around, probably not eating right, not they're probably getting enough exercise, but who knows, with their phones and stuff now, you just never know. So I wrote this book, Alley Cat and the Sunday Scaries, to give readers the tools to get through certain things in their life. And so when I was going through that, I was very fearful. I was scared to even go for another author visit or go even to the dentist, because I was scared. It had never happened to me in my life, and I wanted to give readers the tools to get through any of those scared, fearful times. I exercise a little more. I would eat right. I would say no to things and not overcommit. And also the help of friends and family, which I teach in the book. Reach out for help, and when you need help, don't be afraid to ask.
Yeah. Yes. Beautiful. I love that. And I want to, I just want to say, well, first of all, congratulations on the next book. How can our listeners find it?
So my books can be purchased on my website, alleycatseries.com. They can also be purchased at all major retailers and online at Amazon, Barnes and Noble, Books a Million, Target has them, Walmart, and so they can be found there. When you search, you should search for Alley Cat, Alycat, because it's spelled a little differently. Mhm.
Awesome. I want to get myself a copy, definitely. Thank you. And I want to just thank you, being a mother of two, myself, and a woman, and building a business. I want to thank you for really following your passion and giving this to the kids today. Not only the stories, but the tips, the tools, how to write, from real life stories. So thank you for doing this work. for our kids, for our future generations. So beautiful. I love that. And I want to finish with the rapid fire questions. I only have five of them.
Oh boy. Who knows what's going to come out?
They shouldn't be that bad at all. I promise. Your favorite book name is?
Happy birthday, Moon.
Hmm. I don't know that one. Beach or mountains?
Mountains.
Favorite international destination to visit?
Paris.
Yes, me too. Summer or winter?
Summer. Definitely summer.
Okay, and my final question is things that you have discovered about yourself recently.
That I can do hard things
Hmm.
and I can be brave.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for playing. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for taking the time to do this. So nice to meet you, Alison.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.